Hello, Darthvegan here with Total War Warhammer, and I just bought the game. I've never played it yet, but I wanted to get your guys' input here. I think that we want to go for a grand campaign, and I've been looking a little bit at our options. I didn't buy any of the DLCs yet. I just have the free DLC that comes when you purchase the game, the Bloody Hands DLC. So let's take a look at these faction options that we do have, and then I want your guys' input as to who I will play in the grand campaign. And then once I get your guys' feedback, we will start a little campaign with this game and see how far we can go with that. So starting with first the Empire. Empire is beset on all sides by enemies, but its armies are led by valiant warrior generals, supplemented by arcane battle wizards. Karl Franz, the new untested emperor, must unite the Empire to fight the encroaching forces of destruction. The twin-tailed comet blazes across the sky, but is it an omen for good or ill? So these are the, I guess, the benefits of this faction here. It has the colleges of magic. Empire offices. Lords can be assigned an office. Blah blah blah. Well-rounded unit roster with a wide range of magical lores and war machines. The challenge is normal. And then you have a little bit of a background story. If you want to pause that and take a look at that, you can. I'm not going to read it for right now. Let's take a look at what you get with the Lord selection here. You got Emperor Karl Franz. He is the faction leader. He's a powerful melee fighter and leader. He can unlock Deathclaw, a unique griffin mount capable of flight and ferocious in combat. His effects are -10 for the Reiksguard and Greatsword units, and campaign movement range plus 5% for all characters. His starting units are halberdiers, handgunners, and Reiksguard. Okay, so that is Karl Franz. The other option is Balthasar Gelt. He's a powerful lure of metal wizard, can unlock a flying Pegasus mount. The battle wizard hero capacity +1 is upkeep is -25% for battle wizards and heroes. He starts with outriders, missile cavalry, great swords, and a mortar. Interesting. And Volkmar the Grim, I don't have him because I haven't bought the Grim and the Grave pack. So those are your options for the Empire. Next are the Dwarves. For many generations, the Dwarves prospered, but then their realm was riven by devastating earthquakes and sustained attacks by Greenskins and other foes. Their ultimate goal is to restore their empire. High King Thorgrim, Grudgebearer, plans to retake his realm, slaying every last Greenskin in his way. They have grudges. Scores against the Dwarves must be settled by any and all means necessary to keep order. The Underway. Dwarves can use underground tunnels to avoid impassable terrain and enemy forces. They have a roster of heavily armored units with strong leadership and a variety of deadly war machines. The initial challenge is easy, so that sounds good to me since I haven't played at all. I might go with easy settings here. We got Thorgrim Grudgebearer. He's the faction leader, powerful defensive melee fighter and leader. Upkeep -10% for Longbeards and Hammers units. Construction costs -10 for military recruitment buildings. He starts with Quarrelers, missile infantry, hammerers, hammer infantry, and more hammerers. 2 hammers? Oh, no. The grudge thrower. It's a catapult. Armor-piercing missiles, anti-infantry. Okay. Interesting. Then you got Ungrim Iron Fist. He's a powerful melee fighter and leader. Recruitment cost -25% for Slayers. Upkeep -50% for Slayers units. He's got Thunderers, which is a missile infantry. It's like riflemen of some sort. Slayers, axe infantry. And Longbeards, axe infantry. So that is pretty sweet. Pretty cool. So it looks like the Slayers are fast for a dwarf. Looks like they're lightly armored. Whereas the Longbeards are more heavily armored. So that is the Dwarves. Let's take a look now at the Greenskins. Challenge is normal. Orcs and goblins, Greenskins, are the scourge of the old world. Brutal, bullying creatures with an unquenchable love of war. Orcs are built for violence. Goblins, by contrast, are smaller but more cunning. Most Greenskins reside in the Badlands, but now Grimgor Ironhide comes south with his ever-growing wah. all while the Empire burns. Wah! Call upon additional Orc and Goblin armies to field against enemy forces. The underway, the Greenskins can use the underground tunnels, the same as the Dwarves. And they have extensive unit roster with aggressive infantry, fast cavalry, and monsters. Ooh, that kind of sounds neat. So we got Grimgor Ironhide, the faction leader, powerful melee fighter and leader, has a unique Immortals banner which improves a unit of Black Orcs in his army. His upkeep is minus 10% for Black Orcs and Biggins units. I love the names. It cracks me up. Campaign movement range plus 5%. He starts with Great Axe Infantry, Orc Boar Boys, Shock Cavalry, and a Doom Diver Catapult. Alright, fantastic. And then you got Azhag the Slaughterer, powerful melee fighter who can also access Lure of Death spells by unlocking the legendary Crown of Sorcery. Can unlock Skullmuncher, a unique flying wyvern mount. His income from sacking settlements is plus 10%, diplomatic relations plus 10% with the undead. He starts with Forest Goblin Spider Riders, Orc Biggins, and Goblin Archers. They're expendable. I would guess that. That is the Greenskins. Then we have the Bloody Hands. The Orcs of the Bloody Hands tribe seek the greatness Wurzag the Great Green Prophet can bring them, having wandered into the Dragonback Mountains in search of more than just plunder. Wurzag desires this for all his kind, inevitably bringing his force into conflict with other Greenskins, bands of Humies, Stunties, and whatever else dares gets in their way. He's a nice dancer too. Savage Ways. He can recruit the powerful Badlands Savage Orc units anywhere in the old world. He's got the Wah, call upon additional Savage Orc armies to field against enemy forces, the Underway, and Savage Orc focused unit roster with highly aggressive infantry. Blah, blah, blah. So we've got Wurzag the Great Green Prophet, the Dancing Boy. He's the faction leader, powerful shaman, master of lore of the Big Wah. Unique settlement building chain available. Can unlock Spleen Ripper, a unique Warboar mount. It's got a charge bonus, 25% for all Savage Orc units. Upkeep minus 50% for Savage Orc units in Wurzag's army. And enemy hero action success chance minus 50%. He's got Giant, Savage Orcs, and Savage Orc Error Boys. Nice. Cool. Alright, then we have the vampire accounts. The vampires. The von Karsteins are an abominable bloodline of undead nobles from Sylvania. Striking out at the head of a mighty undead host, a vampire lord can raise the dead, summoning them to his indomitable will. Manfred von Karstein is the eternal emperor, something the usurper Karl Franz will learn as a living pay tribute to his unholy majesty. Raise the dead. New units can be raised from among the dead. Famous battle sites improve the quality and quantity of the troops available. Vampiric corruption. The thrill of the blood kiss can be spread within enemy territory, leading to the public order issues and vampiric rebellions. Varied unit roster with flying units, monsters, and expendable undead troops. Normal difficulty. So we have the faction leader Manfred von Karstein. Powerful melee fighter, leader, and wizard, has access to both the lore of vampires and the lore of death. Upkeep minus 10% for Graveguard and Black Knights units. Campaign movement range plus 5%. He's got Vargulf, a monster. Interesting. He's got Flying War Beast, Fell Bats. Nice. And he's got Crypt Ghouls, Cudgel Infantry. Okay. Then we also have Heinrich Kimmler. He looks fantastic, I must say. He's a powerful wizard, master of the lore of vampires. Raise dead cost minus 15%. Upkeep minus 25% for necromancer heroes. He's got Hex Wraiths, cavalry. Okay. Cairn Wraiths, scythe infantry. And Warbeast, dire wolves. Interesting. Pretty cool. Then we got this Vlad von Karstein. Oops. He is a powerful leader and melee fighter. Has access to the lore of vampires. Has the siege attacker attribute. Campaign movement range plus 5% gross. All units in Vlad von Karstein's army receive Vanguard deployment. It's got Fellbats, Blood Knights, and Vargheists. Flying monstrous. Ugh, gross. He's pretty nasty. And then you've got Helman Gorst, but he is part of the Grim in the Grave pack. So, my question to you is, which faction do you want me to play? Which leader in that faction do you want me to play as? Let me know in the comments below, and I will get started next weekend with Warhammer Total War. So I hope you enjoy this new series. I think I will enjoy it as well, and I look forward to seeing your guys' input, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.